Notice the pattern. Since we have four numbers that need to be compared, we need to make three sets of three groups of comparisons. Now, let's define a program that will compare and sort our numbers. First, we need to define an array to contain the group of numbers. Now we need a decision statement to compare a set of numbers and determine which is the greatest. Remember that we want the first number to swap positions with the second number if it is greater. So if the first number is greater than the second number, then swap positions. Now we need a decision statement to compare a set of numbers and determine which is the greatest. Remember that we want the first number to swap positions with the second number if it is greater. So if the first number is greater than the second number, swap positions. Now we need a way to swap our numbers' position. Simply assigning the value of each element to a different position wouldn't work. Here's why. The value of the first element is 18. The value of the second element is 2. "18 is greater than 2, so we execute our decision statement. The value of the second element is assigned to the first element. Then the value of the first element, which is now 2, is assigned to the second element. We lost the value 18 because it was copied over when we assigned the second element to the first element. To fix the problem, we need another variable that will store the value of the first element while we swap the numbers. We will use the variable storage value to store the value of our first element. The value of our first element is 18. The value of our second element is 2. Since 18 is greater than 2, we now enter our decision statement. The value of our first element is assigned to our storage value. The value of the second element is then assigned to the first element. We want the second element to have the previous value of the first element, so we assign storage value to the second element. Now, we have successfully swapped the first two numbers. But this only compares the first two numbers. We would need two more groups of comparisons to get our greatest number in the last position. Then we would need two more sets of comparisons to get the next greatest numbers in the correct position. Three groups times three sets equals 9 decision statements. That's a lot of unnecessary work.